World's richest animals on TikTok make up to $26,000 per post. So basically, these animals on social media make more money than doctors, more money than lawyers, more money than business owners, typically, like small, like mom and pop businesses, make more than people working at Walmart, make more than people working at like basically any job, like any normal average job. Like just think about that for a second, right? That your pet could be an influencer and make more money than you do, more money than anyone in your family, and more money than probably anyone that you'll actually meet. Like, how crazy is that? So, you've heard of Addison Rae and Charlie D'Amelio, but what about TikTok's wealthiest animals? All About Cats released their earnings of the app's animal accounts Friday, and it's quite possible that some of its most popular pet influencers make more money than your average bear. At the top of the leaderboard is That Little Puff, a furry gray kitty estimated to earn over $26,400 per post. With 27.6 million followers and over 590 million likes, the cat, with the help of crafty edits by humans, tests recipes and life hacks posted by other users. His videos never get less than 1 million views. Like, that's crazy when you think about it, right? Okay, so let's check this out.
There once
Wow. I mean, the thing is, this isn't like bad content. Like, this is good content, right? Like, what they're doing is pretty spot on as to what people would actually enjoy watching, right? You know how funny it is watching like a chef cat literally doing like 5 minute crafts style videos. Like, it's funny. By the way, if you hear some heavy breathing, that's like a dog puppy thing. But what's crazy is like this cat, right, has over 27.6 million followers on TikTok. And you can probably check them out on Instagram as well. And let's see, Jeff Palm holds two Guinness World Records and appeared in Katy Perry's Dark Horse music video. So, in the number two spot, if Jif Palm. Even if users don't follow Jif, they would probably recognize the puffy head Pomeranian with a full wardrobe. He holds two Guinness World Records for the fastest pup to walk on two paws, and he made a cameo in Katy Perry's Dark Horse music video. With over 20 million followers and 518 million likes, the pint sized palm earns an estimated $20,600 per TikTok post. And the bronze medal for the most earnings on the platform goes to Chickmunks of TikTok. Dinky, Squishy, Mushy, and SpongeBob are a few of the 25 critters the account's 13.7 million followers can see stuffing their faces with snacks. These hungry cuties rake in $13,330 per TikTok post, keeping the chipmunks well fed and whoever runs the account well paid. By the way, this is like a side note, but I was listening to like a podcast that had Mr. Beast, Jimmy Donaldson, one of the biggest YouTubers on the planet, right? Where he actually talked about it, where he knows people who on TikTok get paid six figures to post. Like, think about that, right? Like, per post. So, they could post a video on TikTok, this very, very short clip on TikTok, and make over $100,000. Like, just think about that for a second. Like, the amount of money that could potentially be generated over these influencers, whether it be an animal or a human or whatever, is insane. And the reason is because if they're able to drive traffic to a company that sells products in like an e-commerce fashion, right? The amount of revenue that could probably be generated is probably unfathomable, right? Like you probably won't even be able to believe how much money could actually be generated. Like for example, let's just say like you were to post a TikTok video and your TikTok were to get like 1 million views, right? But let's say like 100,000 people that watched that video out of the 1 million were to go there and buy like a $10 or $20 item. Like the amount of money that would have generated is disgusting. So depending on how much they paid the person on TikTok, it would actually make it worthwhile to do something like that. This is also why you can see people like Kim Kardashian or all these other really big name people make millions and millions of dollars for just posting really stupid videos or really stupid posts about nothing, promoting one of the like scammiest products ever, like whether it be like a crypto coin or like slimming tea. And Swagger Man, aka Swag Wolf Dog, comes in at number 6 on the highest paid list, making $7,401 per TikTok post. Which, again, just think about that for a second. Imagine you had an adorable dog or an adorable pet, and you were somewhat okay with video editing, and you could end up basically making it your full time job posting TikToks of your dog, of your pet, doing whatever, going super viral and making a lot of money, right? Like it's just crazy when you think about it. And this is the main thing to really understand about this article and what you can learn from it is that money follows attention. So the more attention something has or can bring, the more money that will basically be generated. This is why news companies can make a lot of money. This is why like Joe Rogan, who does the podcast, is able to like sign like a deal of like a $200 million contract. This is why you see so many YouTubers doing like, oh, Raid Shadow Legends and all that kind of stuff, right? Because they are able to make thousands and thousands of dollars from those sponsorships, right? So even if you're not making a lot of money in terms of like monetization from like YouTube or Facebook or TikTok or Instagram Reels or whatever, or Twitch even though you're not maybe making that much money from it directly, these sponsorships from big companies or even you just promoting your own product to your audience base can be massive, right? This is why you're starting to see a lot of influencers actually start creating their own company that is like more e-commerce based. So for example, I'm just using this as an example, a YouTuber, a very big YouTuber in terms of like views, like monthly views. I'm talking like 50 million plus views per month, and also a very big podcaster now called Mr. Ballin, right? He has been apparently working on a coffee company and more of his like merchandise thing because he's trying to build that up. And he knows that he could generate massive amounts of money in like recurring revenue from people buying his products, right? From his coffee company that he's going to end up doing and also his merch company that he's going to be doing because he's been trying to build that up. Because the thing that people need to understand is that if you're able to build a loyal fan base that you don't screw over and you're able to generate millions and millions of views every single month, guess what? You just need a tiny, tiny percentage of people out of that monthly views to actually go and convert and buy something for you to make a lot of money. Okay? So for like someone like Mr. Ballin, he could easily make 10, 20, 30 million dollars a year just from his coffee company, just from his merchandise company once it actually goes off the ground, right? So he could go into even more depth into something that might not be advertiser friendly like true crime because that is not something that's really advertiser friendly compared to like financial content, right? Or news content, right? So something to really think about. Like another good example is like the influencers called Nelk, right? They don't make advertiser friendly content at all, and yet they're able to generate tens of millions of dollars from their own products, their own launches, all that sort of stuff, and they don't have to rely on these platforms for the direct revenue. Right now, it would be good to make good direct revenue from these platforms as well. But if your content is not safe for work, then doing something where it would rely more heavily on sponsorships and your own product would actually make way more sense. You can make way more money than what you'd make from these platforms, and it'd be a lot more reliable as well. So, just something to really think about, right? Because I mean, if you were bringing in like 10, 20, $30,000 per month from selling your own product and from your sponsorships on top of that, you don't have to rely on get making sure that there's ads on your videos from the platforms. You don't got to worry about sugarcoating whatever it is that you got to say because you're making so much money, it doesn't even matter at that point. You got basically FU money at that point, and it doesn't really matter what you do or what you say. You can provide for yourself, your business, your employees, all that sort of stuff. So, something to really think about. If you want to learn how to get out of debt and master your money, go to 40inbox.com.